as it appears the Indiana Fever may be making a move for another power forward. We have been waiting to see what's going to be the next domino to fall for the Indiana Fever, and this was just posted. Take a look. We have it right.
The Indiana Fever front office has just sent a loud, undeniable, and frankly intimidating message to the rest of the WNBA. The days of targeting Caitlin Clark are over. The message is simple. If anyone tries to bully her, take cheap shots, or send a physical warning, they will now have to deal with serious consequences. Reports suggest the Fever are bringing in veteran forward Nalissa Smith, widely known for her toughness and physical presence, adding a new layer of protection around their franchise star. When you combine that with Sophie Cunningham, who has already shown she's willing to step in and defend her teammates at any cost, this team transforms from a standard lineup into a defensive fortress built around its most valuable asset. This isn't just a roster move, it's a shift in the entire tone of the team. The Fever are making it clear that no one is getting easy access to Caitlin Clark this season. Any attempt to intimidate her will be met with resistance from players who are willing to risk fouls, fines, or even suspensions to protect their point guard. This single decision has the potential to reshape the physical and psychological dynamics of the 2026 WNBA season, turning Indiana into a far more imposing and unified force. If this strategy clicks, it could be the move that pushes them all the way to a championship run in Indianapolis.
This isn't about big names, okay? This is about getting quality pieces that could fit into a role and help. She had a down year last year, but one thing Myisha Hines-Allen does, she brings toughness. It ain't gonna be no punking her. It ain't gonna be no bullying her. We need more we need a goon squad, okay? We already know a hit was sent out on Caitlin Clark. She was the most targeted player in the WNBA for the last 2 years. It's very, very obvious. Myisha Hines-Allen.
Let me break down exactly who Myisha Hines-Allen is for those who haven't been paying attention, because her resume is seriously impressive. She was selected by the Washington Mystics in the second round of the 2018 WNBA draft, and by just her second season, she played a key role in helping the team win the 2019 WNBA Finals, the first championship in franchise history. She wasn't just along for the ride either. She brought toughness, physicality, and a willingness to handle all the gritty, unglamorous work that championship teams rely on. In 2020, she truly broke out on the national stage, earning all WNBA second-team honors after putting up elite numbers and establishing herself as one of the league's most versatile and physical forwards. Hines-Allen proved she could do it all: score through contact in the paint, stretch the floor with a reliable three-point shot, dominate the boards, facilitate offense from the high post, and defend multiple positions. For several seasons, she was a cornerstone of the Mystics roster before being traded to the Minnesota Lynx in 2024, a franchise known for its demanding, defense-first culture under coach Cheryl Reeve, a system that perfectly matched her style. Most recently, she suited up for the Dallas Wings in the 2025 season, where she continued to prove her value by averaging 7.6 points, 6 rebounds, and a career-high 2.9 assists in just 22 minutes per game across 40 appearances, including 20 starts. Her versatility, toughness, and experience consistently elevated the teams she played for. Now entering free agency, Hines-Allen controls her next move, and the Indiana Fever front office, led by Amber Cox, has made a strong push to bring in a battle-tested veteran who can instantly raise the team's physical edge and competitive intensity,
while still being able, to build a team in the future for Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston as they come up on their max deals. Okay, Myisha Hines-Allen, I think she's a good quality player. I'm not mad at this signing in the least bit. Okay, I think Myisha Hines-Allen can definitely provide some strength, some toughness. At the end of the day, she's a dog, and we need dogs. Okay, it's too many people that believe they can just...
Before I explain how this move could make the Indiana Fever nearly unstoppable on the court, it's important to understand the deeper strategy behind it, something most mainstream sports media isn't even discussing. This isn't just about adding another player, it's about fixing a critical weakness. The Fever took a major hit this offseason when they lost co-defensive player of the year Natasha Howard to the Dallas Wings on a max deal, which left a serious gap in their interior defense. While bringing in Monique Billings was a smart move that added versatility and offensive production, there was still a clear need for a tough, physical forward who could anchor the front court, battle strong post players, and give head coach Stephanie White more flexibility in rotations. That's exactly where Myisha Hines-Allen comes in, and why this move makes so much sense. At 6 feet 2 inches with a long wingspan, she has the ability to seamlessly switch between power forward and center, bringing the kind of defensive versatility the Fever were missing. Offensively, her career 35% three-point shooting forces defenders to stay honest. If they collapse on Caitlin Clark, Hines-Allen can step out and punish them from deep. She also adds rebounding strength, averaging around 6 boards per game, giving Indiana another relentless presence on both ends of the glass. On top of that, her improved playmaking, highlighted by a career-high 2.9 assists, means she can operate effectively in short roll situations when defenses trap Clark. But beyond the stats, she brings something numbers can't measure: edge, toughness, and a physical mindset that shifts the entire tone of a game. Hines-Allen doesn't shy away from contact. She embraces it, initiates it, and often dominates through it. She sets punishing screens, battles aggressively for rebounds, and plays with a level of intensity that can wear down opponents over 4 quarters. It's that gritty, no-nonsense style that transforms not just lineups, but the identity of a team, giving the Fever a much-needed physical presence that opponents will have to think twice about challenging.
And overpaying role players, okay? The only long-term commitments they have is Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hall now with a multi-year long-term deal. We want to keep her around, okay? Monique Billings. Outside of that, they're not committing long-term to people. And I actually think that's good, because at the end of the day, that New York Liberty team, they have formed the Avengers, but you can stay competitive and give yourselves a puncher's chance while still being able, to build a team in the future for Caitlin Clark. And
she brings a level of physical dominance in the post that can completely throw elite scorers out of rhythm, using strength and positioning to make every possession uncomfortable. And when the game turns chippy, when opponents start testing boundaries or trying to intimidate younger players, Myisha Hines-Allen is the one who steps up, gets in their face, and shuts it down immediately. That presence is exactly what the Indiana Fever have been building toward all offseason. This isn't just about assembling a high-scoring roster anymore. It's about creating a team with real toughness, a roster that can't be pushed around, especially in hostile environments, and one that will protect its franchise cornerstone at all costs. The Fever have had their eyes on Hines-Allen for a long time, and this move isn't sudden or reactionary. It's the result of a strategy that's been quietly developing for months. During the 2025 season, Kevin Pelton even suggested a trade that would have sent her from the Dallas Wings to Indiana, highlighting how perfect the fit was. That deal never materialized at the time, but now everything has changed. Hines-Allen is an unrestricted free agent, meaning Indiana doesn't have to give up assets. Just present the right vision and opportunity, and that pitch practically sells itself. Join a team led by Caitlin Clark, one of the most dynamic playmakers the game has ever seen, who can generate open looks night after night. Line up alongside elite talent like Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Sophie Cunningham. Compete in front of a passionate fan base in Indianapolis and contend immediately for a championship after coming so close last season. Add in the financial upside of the new CBA, and it becomes the ideal landing spot for a veteran looking to win now.
I'm cool with bringing in Myisha Hines-Allen to be a part of the supporting cast, and at the end of the day, we need toughness, man. We know Sophie Cunningham's not going for anything. We watched Lexi Hall play with 2 black eyes, but we need people that if somebody fouls somebody too hard, Myisha Hines-Allen is going to be in there ready to fight. She's going to be in there ready to fight. And that is what we need. You need 1 or 2 of these people on your team. I know we talk about team chemistry and all that. You know what helps team chemistry? When you know somebody got your back. When you know if somebody...
This isn't just basketball anymore. It's psychological warfare. Imagine what the Indiana Fever look like with this new enforcer identity fully formed. You already have Sophie Cunningham setting the tone on the perimeter, fearless, physical, and completely unbothered by consequences when it comes to protecting her teammates. Now add Myisha Hines-Allen as the interior presence, controlling the paint with strength, aggression, and authority. Together, they form a full-court shield around Caitlin Clark, one on the outside, one on the inside, making it clear that any attempt to target her will be met immediately. This is exactly what the Fever have been building toward all offseason, not just talent, but toughness, attitude, and a team that refuses to be pushed around in any arena. What makes this even more dangerous is how it impacts Clark herself. When she feels protected, when she knows her teammates have her back without hesitation, her entire game opens up. She plays faster, more aggressively, and with far more confidence. Instead of holding back or avoiding contact, she attacks the defense, drives harder, and creates the kind of highlight-level plays that only she can deliver. Last season,